Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Wow, I can't even talk right now. But hopefully you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it wonderful. You know, we got one more day, actually, until it is Christmas time, if you are actually celebrating that. And we got some interesting news. We got some new news, y'all. I'm a little surprised. This came quick, y'all. I didn't expect this to happen this quickly, but at the same time, I've just been watching from the corners, like from the sidelines, just watching this trial just kind of go. So I quickly wanted to come on here. It's going to be a short show, but I just wanted to quickly come on here and give you guys some information. Obviously, as you see the title down below, I always seem to say comment down below, but you see the title down below. It is breaking over the past, I think like the past, within this hour, to be really honest. We got some information about this trial between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Looks like we got some stuff going on, so we got to talk about it, y'all. We have definitely got to talk about it. I know some of you guys didn't want me to cover this story at all, so I listened to y'all. But at the same time, I was still watching from the sidelines. I know a lot of other content creators have been doing an amazing job covering this trial. So I'm going to lean it to them, right? I'm going to lean it over to them. But at the same time, I got to ask you guys that question. Is this justice or not? Because from my understanding, people are still split down the middle for the most part. Still, surprisingly so. Which is interesting. It's very interesting. So we got to talk about this, guys. We got to talk about this, indeed. Okay. So before we get into everything, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes. That would really, really mean a lot. I didn't expect this verdict to happen today. I didn't expect that at all. I was waiting for maybe Monday, maybe sometime next week. But I didn't expect it right now. But literally, I was like, okay, let me hop on for a hot minute, chop it up with you guys with this new information, all that stuff. And just hear what you guys got to say about this. You know, hear your 2 cents. So hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes so you guys start to file in. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to every single last one of y'all. This is kind of a impromptu, quick live so that you guys know what's going on. Okay. And please, for those of y'all who appreciate me hopping on really quick and doing that, giving you guys the information, this breaking news, and you haven't done so, hit that like button down below. Okay. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets. I cover everything from pop culture, true crime, controversy, celebrity interviews, you name it. We talk about it right here on the Pascal Show. And I got some other information for you guys, a little piece of information I think you guys will really appreciate. Some news that I'll be giving you guys today right now on this live. So keep your ears pricked up because I got some very interesting information. Big news that I think you guys will really appreciate. So anyway, let's get into this, okay? Like I said, it's a short show. This one's a short one. Very, very short one. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I'm not going to go into a deep dive right now. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I still got some things I got to take care of before the holiday season, before the holidays really start to come cranking in. Okay. But we got some interesting information. You see the title down below. Tory Lanez has been found guilty. Guilty. Okay, let me show you guys this article. My mind is still blown. Rapper Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all charges in the situation that he was involved in with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, what's crazy to me, we're going to get into the article, and it's a short article. I mean, it's very short. There's just been a lot of roller coaster riding on this particular trial. Some of this stuff is crazy, y'all. Okay? There have been people that went missing, like a bodyguard that just didn't show up to testify. He just disappeared, nowhere to be found. There have been so many people pointing fingers at each other. There was Kelsey, who's close friends with Megan Thee Stallion, that asked to plead the fifth. Okay, on the stand, asked for immunity. She was granted immunity. It was just it's been absolutely insane. Like it's something that you see on an episode of Law and Order. You know what I mean? Like a really trashy version. Okay, a really trashy version of Law and Order. It has been absolutely freaking nuts. Okay, just this whole trial. And there have been a lot of other really great content creators out here that have been covering this like crazy. I'll say their names right now. Let's see. Armand Wiggins, okay? Neek and Knight, all right? Those two in particular have been covering this very, very well, giving us, basically right there lives, giving you guys right outside the courtroom updates. There is another content creator on Instagram. He's a lawyer who's just giving blow by blow, play by play, which has been absolutely nuts as well. The information, like I said, the information in here has been crazy. And the roller coaster ride that they've put us on has been absolutely crazy. You can't write this stuff, y'all. You just can't. Okay? But I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that, hey, I've been watching, but I put up a poll on on one of my lives where there was a whole bunch of people on asking you guys if you wanted me to cover the trial, the goings-ons with this trial. And a lot of y'all said hail to the no. So I listened to y'all. I was like, okay, I'll step back. But when the verdict comes, I'm talking about it. I don't give a damn. But we gonna talk about it, whether you like it or not. Right? But now we got some information. This trial opened and closed very, very quickly, in my personal opinion. I was expecting jury to be on the side, deliberating for a while. I was expecting the weekend. Nope. No. They turned around and they said, boom, Tory Lanez, you guilty on all counts. Now, what's interesting is that he could face up to 20 years, okay? 20 rotations around the sun in prison, and he could possibly get deported because he is Canadian, just so that you guys know. But the funny thing is, I thought Canadians are friendly. He for sure ain't one. From what they say, from him being found guilty, him screaming "dance B," according to certain eyewitnesses. There's been other eyewitnesses saying that Kelsey was holding the piece. There's been so many different stories, right? It's been absolutely knuckin' fits, okay? Knuckin' fits. But let's get into this article, shall we? I'm still kind of, like I said, I'm surprised. And in fact, let me put up this poll right now before we get all the way in this mother lover, okay? Let's see. Okay. I got this right now. It's going to be pinned to the top of the chat right now as we speak. You know for a fact I can't do this without my fam, okay? So I put it in the thing. in the polls pinned at the top of the chat says, do you think Tory Lanez is guilty? One of the answers is yes, lock him up, or nah, set him free. Okay? Pretty self-explanatory. Okay? So you guys let me know what you think by putting in your vote in the poll. Do you think he was trying to do the James St. Patrick? And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Ghost. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Power, the TV show Power. You think he was trying to scare some people, flex some of that influence, you feel me, into making people speak differently when they went to the stand to give their testimony, when they went up to testify? Or do you think Kelsey was really the one holding the peace? Or no? Put it in the poll. Put your vote in the poll. It's going like wildfire right now. It's going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay. And don't forget to hit that like button down below. Let's get into this article. Okay, shall we? Like I said, it's a short one. Okay, it's a really short one, but I love to hear your thoughts and how you feel about this, baby. Okay, are you feeling this verdict or no? But let's get into this. All right. The jury in Los Angeles found rapper Tory Lanez guilty on all 3 charges in the situation with Megan Thee Stallion on July 12th, 2020 in the Hollywood Hills. ABC News has reached out to Lanez's attorneys, and a request for comment has not immediately returned. Jury deliberations began Thursday, and a verdict was announced Friday. I mean, it wasn't even full 24 hours, it feels like. Okay, it really doesn't. Megan Thee Stallion, we already know, legal name is Megan Pete, shared her account of the incident in an emotional testimony last week and accused Lanez of aiming a piece at her following an argument. Pete testified that on the night of July 12th, 2020, she got out of a car following an argument with Lanez, and as she walked away, she turned her head and saw him with the piece, according to a reporter with Los Angeles ABC station KABC, who was in the courtroom. He was holding the piece, pointing at me. And of course, I have to use these code words, unfortunately, guys, okay? She said, according to KABC, and claimed that he said, "Dance, B." Like this is Back to the Future Part 3. But anyway, and then he fired the piece, injuring her feet. Now, we all saw that. I know a lot of people were out here saying, oh, no, it was pieces. Like, at first, she said something along the lines of it was pieces of glass that she stepped on. Then later on, we found out that it was shards, that it was bullet fragments that were actually in her feet. What's interesting is that there are people out here still to this day not believing that she really caught bullet fragments in her feet. Yet there's documents, medical documents, etc., proving otherwise, proof factual that she actually received bullet fragments in the feet. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I froze. I felt shock. I'm just going to continue. I froze. I felt shocked, she said. I wasn't really sure if this was happening. I looked at the ground and saw the red. Everyone was shocked. Lanez, a popular rapper whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, was initially charged in October 2020 with 1 felony count each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, according to charging documents obtained by ABC News. Personal use of a firearm is not a separate charge, but a sentencing enhancement linked to the first count that could increase Lanez's possible sentence. And this is, of course, one of the days of her. I think this is the actual day that she went in to testify. Okay. The actual day that she went to speak on her side of the story, to speak, let's just say, her truth. Okay. He was charged earlier this month with an additional felony count, of discharging a firearm with gross negligence. All right. And this is what the LA County District Attorney's Office confirmed to ABC News. Lanez, who chose not to take the witness stand during the trial, pleaded not guilty to all three charges. His defense attorneys argued during the trial that their client was not the person who did it. Pulled out the piece and bang, bang, bang. Pew, pew, as some guys say. All right? It's a very unfortunate case. Lanez's defense attorney, George, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I apologize, but I'm going to move on. Said during closing arguments on Wednesday, according to KABC, someone got hit. Megan Pete got hit. My client is not the shooter. My client is being falsely accused. And of course, we already know the jury began their deliberations on Thursday. Now, there has been a lot of talk about this, how things kind of transpired during this trial, how it seemed as if the prosecutors were trying to add or throw more onto Tory Lanez, make it seem like he's a volatile human being, so on and so forth. They were really trying to put more dirt on his name outside of these accusations. It seemed, from what I'm hearing, that they were grasping at straws, trying to make Tory Lanez look worse in the face or in the light of the jury's visage. All right. And it's really crazy, y'all. It's really crazy. But then again, I've said this before earlier in the show. I'm going to say it again. I feel like this is going to be very split, even with the poll that's going on right now. Okay. I do feel that there's going to be a lot of people thinking different. Some people are going to, damn right, lock him up and throw away the key. And then some other people are like, no, he didn't do nothing. Let me just say this really quick. There was also people saying, or from what they were saying during this trial, DNA. There was no DNA that belonged to Tory Lanez on the gun, allegedly, according to this trial. They said it was somebody else's DNA on the piece. They also said that Kelsey had still gunpowder on her hands. If she didn't touch the gun, how did she have gunpowder on her hands? There have been other accounts. Two completely different eyewitnesses saying two completely drastically different things. One saying a little man, which is obviously Tory Lanez because he's small. But Tory Lanez going out, grabbing the gun, aiming it and firing it off into the sky. There's another account from somebody completely different saying a woman grabbed the gun and started firing off with the gun. Again, two different accounts of what went down. Does that automatically mean that he's the bad guy? I'm just asking because I have to ask. And then now we have a situation where we have the jury looking at this and going, hey, who could it be? A woman Kelsey, who pleaded the fifth, okay? She really did the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. She took the fifth. and was very weird about what she had to say. And she was flip-flopping all over the place. It was an absolute mess, her testimony. Then you have Tory Lanez, who didn't go up and say a doggone thing. The question I ask is that I don't have anything to say about it as of yet. I'm still letting it marinate in my bones, right? I'm just hearing about this verdict. It's still brand new to me. I was leaning one way when this story first came out. But then when you start hearing other pieces of evidence, other facts, not eyewitness stories, because those eyewitness stories are all over the place. In fact, even Megan Thee Stallion's information, the interview that she had on with Gayle King, all that stuff is now questionable to me. It's even questionable to me now too. Because at first I'm like, oh, I can't believe TL did that. Tory Lanez did what? Daystar, how dare you? Right? Clutch my pearls. Oh my God. I can only imagine what she went through, right? But then you hear testimony. You hear other pieces of facts that make you pause. And this one gives me great pause. Just saying. I'm just saying. I still want to see more proof. That's all. It's very interesting. And I know some of y'all are going to be upset with me with what I'm saying, but I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just sitting on the fence and going, I just want to hear more. I wish I heard more. In fact, I wish Tory Lanez took the stand. That probably would have been a better move for him than not going on the stand at all. Because then he could have said more. Then we could have heard a little bit more. But I'm just saying, when you see all the information, what happened? What really happened here? To me, it's still a mess. To me, it's still an absolute mess. But that's what I think. And I know Nakim, okay, saying Tory shot Meg. This case is closed. If that's the case, then okay, fine. But still, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence of that? Because I'm quick to believe that too. Trust. That's what I was in the very beginning. But now that there's been more information, I got questions. Oh, and I am not I'll say this. I am not a supporter of Tory Lanez. Okay. All I'm saying is I'm curious. That's all. Just curious. But we got some information, which is very interesting. This trial was very, very quick, or at least the deliberations were very, very quick. I don't feel that it was without a reasonable doubt, but that again, excuse me, maybe there's some information that was in there that was the smoking gun, right? Was the big moment that threw everybody, that threw this jury off. That's the other thing too. What is it that made the jury decide that he was fully guilty on all counts? Just curious. Because there's a lot that could have happened. He could have very well done it. I will say that. He could very well have done it. And other people could have done it too. So I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, context don't matter now. You're right. The verdict is in. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is, right? Here's the verdict. He has been found guilty. Let me know how you feel about this. I just wish there was a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. Okay? Just saying. And Jax 1108, I appreciate you seeing that. I'm just saying, hey, I'm just wanting to see some more facts. I'm not on nobody's side. I just want to hear, I would have loved to hear just a tiny bit more facts in this trial. It was way too much salaciousness and finger pointing and a lot of who done it, this, that, and the third BS crap, a lot of fluff than there was, in my personal opinion, actual hardcore facts. But then again, I leave it up to you guys, all right, on what you think. What do you think? Okay? It looks like I'm going to end this poll really quick because I'm going to be wrapping up the show because this was a quick one, like I told you. All right. Do you think Tory Lanez is guilty? 64% of y'all said yes, lock him up. All right. 35% of y'all said, nah, set him free. And I'm sure there'll be more conversation going on in the comment section down below. Don't be shy. Please, most definitely keep the comments rolling on this. How y'all feel about this? You know what I'm saying? Are you happy about this? Is this justice served or no? Again, Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all counts in the situation that happened on July 12th, 2020, between him, Megan Thee Stallion, some bodyguards, and one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends, Kelsey. What are your thoughts? Keep the comments going. Love to hear what your thoughts are on all this. I got to get going. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay. Very, very interesting story indeed. We're going to have to talk about this more on a later show for sure. Okay. Zozo Bob said, we need another poll. Lock him up or swap him for Canadian bacon. No, we don't need to swap him for Canadian bacon. I know what Canadian bacon tastes like, and it's nasty. I'm not a fan of Canadian bacon. I'm just going to say it. All right. But there you guys have it. That's the news for you guys. Breaking news right now, whether you like it or not, y'all. He has been found guilty. All right. Let the comments sound off in the comment section down below after I go live. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. And if before I forget, please remember to have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. Okay, guys? Drive with the holiday spirit in your heart if you're doing some last minute shopping. Okay? Seriously. Y'all are savages out here. Anyway, again, don't forget to hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. You know your boys out here working hard out here in these streets to give you the information that you need. It's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.